Hey guys, hey, what's up? Hey, how y'all doing, man? Listen, I decided to just come on here, make a quick broadcast because we got the new season 4 reloaded. So I'm gonna talk about some of the changes that I'm gonna make, and I'm just gonna talk about my overall setup. So this is not really like a guide or to-do video. This is like me just putting out my thoughts. I'm gonna talk about some of the abilities, some of the changes that I'm gonna make, some of the things that I'm gonna try out, and some recommendations that I'm gonna do, but just slightly. I'm gonna try not to make the video too long, so I'm gonna get right into it now. Okay, so you guys pretty much know my setup already, but basically in a nutshell, I'm maxing out the new Vortex. I got it at 132, and I got sharpshooter on it, and it's pretty cool. I like it, and I like the hyper surge, and I got sharpshooter on that as well. I like to have stun grenades, but if you ever get it out of the box, it's called concussion, I think it is. And I like the ballistic knife because I can aim and shoot with it. And the ability doesn't really matter, but as long as you have light speed on it, you can run around the map a little bit faster. As far as my abilities go, you know that I like to jump, I like the crash cart, and I like bulldozer, gunner, and berserker. Those are the 3 that I think that I can get by, and you guys was able to get around proceed 1, 2, and 3 with just these abilities before we could add a 4th ability. So the fact that we can get through all 3 of these abilities, the 4th one is always going to be just extra. It's just going to add on to what we're already doing. So with that being said, I think I'm the first one to try the Guardian. So I'm going to get right into the Guardian, but first I'm just going to talk about I'm just going to mention my exotic skills, which is gravitation, graviton reaction, and the echo shield. Those are the 2 best ones so far that I could think of. Those are the ones together makes it absolutely broken. Now, as far as my nightmare goes, I know that I wanted to go with Phoenix Burst, and I basically just kind of wanted something that would help me with crowd control. So I tried, Frost Vortex, and I tried the Chaos rounds, and I ended up liking this one more. So these are the 4 that I like, and these are the ones that actually broke it. But I'm going to mention something about my my exotic skills and my nightmares in a second. But first I'm going to talk about Guardian real quick, since I'm the first one to use it. Now, I'm going to tell you my honest thoughts about Guardian, right? And, I'm not going to try to discourage anybody from trying it. I'm just going to tell you how I feel about it without holding back, right? All right, so with that being said, I'm going to talk about the first one, Payback. Payback makes it so if enemies damage the player, which is me, they'll receive damage themselves. I'm going to be honest with you. There's not a lot of times I actually receive damage. I do, but not as often because my shield protects my entire back, about 80% for the most part. And a lot of times when enemies shoot me, they actually kind of like, they shoot me and they disappear sometimes from my gravitation because of my defenses are so strong. I didn't notice this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really did not notice this in my current setup. Now, if I just proceeded, and this was one of my first abilities, and I was actually leveling up to level up everything, I probably would have noticed this. But because my player is max, and I have the max damage with my echo shield and my gravitation, I did not notice the payback at all in my current setup. This is me being honest. Moving down, having a chance to like get more ammo things as I'm killing enemies. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just see ammo on the ground and I just pick it up. Whether I got an increase of how much ammo things that gets dropped because I have Guardian, I did not notice it. I mean, it's not like an overwhelming amount to the point that I actually noticed it. To me, I did not notice this that much at all, like at all. And I didn't notice this either. So moving on, let me see. Picking up armor plates also grants you like your equipment to recharge faster. Now I heard that and I've seen with my own eyes. And I slightly do this a little bit. I don't really jump that often as I'm shooting enemies, so I don't really use, like, a lot of people use the grappling hook and they actually use it as they're fighting, and it charges, so it's going to be used, so it's going to have to be charged up, and it's going to have to be used and charged up, you know. But because of my jump, I use it to get to my location, but I don't actually use it in battle. The only time I use my equipment in battle for it to charge up again is when I did some of the nightmares, and when I did the Link one, when I was fighting the robot that keeps like teleporting, I use it in that regard, but it charges up, the grappling hook charges up so fast that I didn't notice every time I picked up ammo that it charges up a little bit more. It probably does, and if I, like, now that I know about it, if I use it, I'm gonna probably notice it slightly, but just by playing with Guardian maxed out, did I notice it? No, I did not notice this, or this as I'm playing like a normal game. At first, I just thought that Guardian wasn't working at all. But anyway, moving on. As far as this Fortress thing, I receive less incoming damage, right? The more plates that I have. But the majority of the damage that I get, a lot of times, I'm shooting everything in front of me. So the damage that I receive is mostly from my back, and because of Echo Shield, my back is already protected. So if this Guardian protected me even more on top of that, I didn't notice it. I'm gonna be honest with you. My current setup, I didn't notice this either. I didn't notice none of these so far. Moving on. This one is gonna make it so I got reduced bullet spread when I'm shooting from the hip. I'm just gonna say, I can't speak for you guys, but I don't shoot a whole lot from the hip, unless I'm playing zombies and I'm doing a particular challenge with Ted. Other than that, I don't really shoot that much from the hip. Then notice that I have better spread because I'm shooting from the hip. So basically, I did not notice in my style of play change in any one of these so far. The only thing that I did notice is I seen a player down one time and I stood next to him and I did pick him up, like a near-death experience. So far, the only thing that I truly noticed without like focusing on, okay, did that actually work? Like me just playing casually, the only thing that I actually noticed casually was I stood next to somebody and I picked them up with this. So I'm not gonna say the Guardian is bad. Maybe I would notice it more if I didn't have the Echo Shield. But for my current setup right now, I did not notice the Guardian other than picking somebody up when they was down and I stood next to them, which I could have just picked them up, because when I pick players up, my shield is protecting me. So I had high hopes for this. On paper, it seems like it's kind of good, but because of my Echo Shield being so broken with my gravitation, it just didn't work for me. So with that being said, I'm gonna decide to keep these three, and I'm gonna switch Guardian out for something else. So I'm gonna talk about something else that I'm gonna switch it out for. Just briefly, I'm not gonna try to like make the video too long, so I'm gonna do the process of elimination, and I'm gonna say contender, or I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna just move on. Okay, I feel the same way I feel about Phantom. This is more about stealthiness, and I'm more of an aggressive player in EndGame, so this is a no for me. I already have Gunner. I'm gonna say Sergeant because of like the increase in health and stuff. This is gonna be a contender. Daredevil is a no for me, but I am gonna recommend my boy BG try this, because this right here, there's two things that I like about this. Number one, this wingsuit. This wingsuit makes it so you have increased hanging and gliding time, so you can like glide a little bit more in the air. I never actually tried this, but I heard that it's pretty cool. And they also have another ability right here called Thick Skin. So anytime you're taking on melee attacks, right, it's gonna make it so you're a little bit broken. It's not gonna help you when you're getting shot up, but if any like enemies are actually like trying to melee you with actual hits, then you'll be a little bit more protected. So this might slightly work for my homeboy BG, but like I said, because I have the Echo Shield, I don't really need the Thick Skin. My back is protected, like I said, and on top of that, I can kind of get around the map good enough that I don't feel like I need this. But I'm gonna recommend my boy BG try this as his fourth ability. You know, just a recommendation. Now moving on, Tactician. It's a good contender. Not only that, I mean, I already used it, and I'm thinking about going back to it. It's a contender. So I'm also going to recommend my boy Luke try this one because I know he likes Pinata, and you can charge up your grappling hook so fast that like you could almost spam it and never run out of it. So it's good. I'm not going to say that this is bad at all. This is good. That's why I'm considering this a contender. I already have this. Eagle Eye, I'm going to have this as a contender, and I'm going to have this as a contender too, and I already tried this. So I'm going to go back real quick of the provinces of elimination. My contender, Surgeon. Surgeon is going to make it so I'm going to have more health. I would be able to pick up my allies a lot fast. I'll be able to pick them up, kind of like self-revive. I'll be able to pick them up fast. So I can't stand next to them and pick them up, but I can pick them up super fast and get back into the fight. And if somebody tries to revive me, they can revive me super fast now. And I like the fact that I have a chance of picking myself back up if I die, if I don't have my crash card. Because if you didn't know, with Surgeon, off the ground means I can start shooting an enemy in the foot with a gun as I'm laying down, and I'll be able to pick myself up. So let's say like if I like the bubble a lot, just like my boy BG does, and I run into roll with this. If I had Surgeon, right, I have another way of picking myself back up again. It doesn't always work, but you can shoot somebody in the leg, and right after you kill them, then you should be able to get yourself back up again. I heard that it works better if you actually had a pistol as a secondary weapon, so it's much stronger. But I have used this, and I have picked myself up. I have revived people, and overall, you're going to have more health, so it's less of a chance of me dying in the first place. This is a little bit more appealing to me. That's why I have it as a contender. So right now, this is a yes until something knocks it off. Tactician is really good. I would slightly increase my Tactician, and I like Pinata, and I like this. I like having more equipment, but that's going to help me offense-wise. I need something that's going to help me a little bit more defense-wise. So right now, Surgeon is looking a little bit better than Tactician is. Don't get me wrong, I like Tactician. It charges up my equipment way faster, to the point that I can use another crash card more faster. But the thing is, survival-wise, right, I would rather be able to survive probably more with Surgeon. That's why I'm probably going to choose Surgeon over Tactician for right now. I mean, like I said, I'm going to test it out and see if it's worth it or not. So moving on, Eagle Eye. Eagle Eye is going to make it so I'm going to do a lot more damage. I do way more damage with Eagle Eye. And every time like my rampage activates, I'm doing a ton more damage. I'm just gonna say that like with the fact that I have a secondary weapon, right? That's the hyper surge, and I have sharpshooter on it. I'm already doing a lot of damage. The rampage is gonna make it so all of my enemies, my normal enemies, every time I kill them, I'm gonna be even stronger. But with the hyper surge, I don't have a problem killing normal enemies. Now I will say that this would help me with an elite. I'll be able to take down an elite on my own a little bit faster. But it's not a lot of times that I'm on my own. So I'm going to say that like my sharpshooter with both my guns do so much damage that I don't really need to do more damage. I would rather focus on survival more. Basically, this is going to help me more with offense. I need something that's going to help me more with defense. Surgery will help me more defenses-wise, and this will help me more offense-wise, and I'm already fine with that. So that's the reason why I'm still going to choose Surgeon right now. Warband. Warband is a contender because of this Blood Runner. This will do more damage, but then again, Warband is more geared towards crowd control. I would have, I could turn an enemy to an ally. I could pretty much turn them like turnt than zombies. And I do like this. This is pretty cool. There's a chance that I can get my score streak back. And that's good. You have a chance if you use a score streak, you can always get it back. I love the fact that allies can give you some of your health back. You can get a random drone that can do some damage. But I love the fact that just by walking across ammo, you'll be able to get more of your ammo back. That's really cool. The only problem is I can just shoot enemies with my berserker and get ammo back. So I don't really have an ammo problem. I don't have to pick it up at all. I don't have to walk past it. All I got to do is shoot enemies and I get my armor back. This blood runner would help me a little bit, but I'm just going to say that this is really good. I'm just going to say the Surgeon is going to probably protect me a little bit more. And I already tried Guardian. So far, for my current setup, I'm probably going to go with Surgeon as my fourth ability, because on paper, so far, this one looks a little bit better. It was really a combination between Surgeon and Eagle Eye. And like I said, I feel like I'm strong enough. So I like the fact that I will be the medic in the team. I'll be able to pick anybody up without them using a crash cart. And I like the fact that I can pick myself up in case my crash cart is not charged up yet. I can have an option of picking myself up. So I'm gonna just go with that and see how it goes. Now, I have some bonus information right here, just to wrap this video up. I already told y'all these are the two exotic skills that I like, and these are the two nightmares that I like. But if I had to choose one of each, I'm probably gonna go with Echo Shield, and I'll probably go with Phoenix Burst. The reason why I got Gravitation is because it's gonna help me with my crowd control situation, and I like the Phoenix Burst because it's gonna Frost Vortex is gonna help me with my crowd control situation. So those ones I could slightly change out, and I could still survive. I'll survive a little bit less crowd control wise, and in Gravitation's Graviton situation, it'd be defense and offense. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, why I'm even considering changing this in the first place, is I just want to know if y'all let me see 1 second, sorry. Did y'all notice that there's a new nightmare sleeper agent, and then there's a new exotic that's called this fusion thing? All right, so basically, let me start with this. I am gonna keep Echo Shield no matter what. It's completely broken, but since I'm gonna help you guys out with getting your exotic skills and stuff, I'm gonna still do exotic skills with y'all. And if I see this fusion thing, I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna trade out my Gravitation to try this. So a brief set of me, killing an elite, not a regular enemy, but an elite, has a chance to trigger a large explosion, dealing massive damage to nearby enemies. That sounds cool. That sounds like crowd control to me. And when I upgrade it, it increases the chance of dealing more damage. But remember, they specifically said an elite. So I just wanted to point that out. Your final upgrade is the explosion spreads to toxic fears that would fight for you. So you could turn them with the explosion. That seems kind of cool. That seems better than Gravitation? I don't know. I guess I'll be the guinea pig and try it, because I'm guessing you guys didn't even know this existed. So I'm going to try it out. So now, my nightmare, I'm going to keep Phoenix Burst no matter what. But I'm willing to give this up to try the sleeper agent. The sleeper agent, chance on shot to turn base enemies now into allies to rush nearby and on impact. Let me see. Enemies attracted to the sleeper agent. They're attracted towards the sleeper agent. The agent drops. Exploding. Damn it. This seems cool. Instead of me activating my storm, I get Tony out here. So some type of Tony. Maybe this is Tony's cousin, and he might be better in this. I don't know. So basically, I'll have my Phoenix Burst, and every now and then Tony's brother will come out here. So this might be better than my Phoenix Burst. My Frost Vortex. It might be better. I don't know. And as far as my Gravitation, am I giving this up that every now and then I kill an elite and a massive explosion pops off? I'm still not fit. I'm not sure about this one. I have more high hopes for the agent than I give about the fusion, because I know one thing for a fact. The Gravitation always works. Enemies are shooting at me, it disappears. It always works. This is going to work specifically only when I kill an elite. So I'm willing to try it just to let y'all know if I liked it or I didn't like it, and I'll just let y'all know. So anyway, that's all I have to say about this whole setup. I can't think of anything else. The next time I play the game with y'all, y'all can give me y'all feedback on this video. Sorry if I made it too long. I really can't tell how long I made it, but I just basically wanted to cover everything that I had so far. So anyway, I'm going to end the broadcast now, and the next time I talk to y'all, just give me y'all feedback on this. So anyway, I'll check y'all later. Peace out.